All right, guys, this is the content-led inputs. So this is exactly what I promised you would give you. So out of the LinkedIn, out of the YouTube, out of the newsletter, what do we do on an annual basis to drive 101% of our revenue? It is this. None of the posts are written with AI. We research with AI. We use vidIQ for YouTube, which I just showed you guys, both shorts and long form. We do a newsletter every other week for most clients. We do 52. We do one a week for ourselves. So that does take about 3 hours a week. And you start to look at this and you go, man, it's really time consuming still with AI. And you go, yeah, it's 500 pieces of content to plan, create, edit, publish, measure, attribute. It's 1,000 hours, right? It's a lot when it adds up. So what does it do on the return? Everybody says it takes a lot of time. One of our favorite clients, the Maker Group, about 13 months ago, I was working with them, my first client. I said, guys, we got to do a podcast. It has to be about negotiations because that's what you do. It's a really cool subject. And they said, okay. And we were really struggling with outbound. And I said, we'll get good guests on. We'll get the guests you want. We'll get some influencers. We had 52 guests come on. What happened out of that was incredible. We converted an offer to every podcast guest who was on at 2 tickets that were each worth $6,000 that they could give away to anybody to a virtual negotiations webinar or training. Out of that, 32% of those people have converted to final stage pipeline. Some of those logos include SAP, T-Mobile, big logos, all started from a YouTube only based podcast where we converted the guests without saying anything to them about, hey, thanks for being on the podcast, buy our stuff. We just kept giving, and they got us viral, which was amazing. So that's a quick case study because I like that one because that's what it is. It really is about being creative, coming up with an offer that's very low to no entry. They don't have to spend any money, take any time unless they choose to invest it, and make that be your product-led growth mechanism. Let's go back to like the old way of doing it here. Let them try you before they buy you. Content-led focused channels, YouTube and LinkedIn. We talked about that.